All right, not sure if I'm here yet, so if you guys can let me know. Boy, it's been a long time since I've used OBS. Holy moly. Wow. All right, thank you, John. I'm just trying to, let me just fix this up here. So it looks like I'm going to have to get rid of StreamYard because, again, I have to get used to the 6-second delay now. But, oh well. If you can hear, that's good. If you can hear, that's good. Thanks for coming in, man. We had 10 people. And oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, there we go. So remember how to do that. All right, so we're going to continue this game, 1970s. And so if I'm not responding as quickly as I used to, it's just because I'm using OBS. StreamYard gets rid of that latency. But all right, thank you, Nathan, Advocate 8. All right, let's go back to that game, guys, and thanks a lot. And again, just bear with me here because it's been ages and ages and ages since I've used OBS. Took all that time just to figure out how to set up, just set everything up for streaming. So John says that he just downloaded the ballparks for Mike's ballparks. Make sure to get those Jazz Age ballparks too. They're really nice. All right, I think we were doing Dodgers. Yep, let's go and enter this game. All right, and hopefully you guys are hearing game audio and not just my voice. All right, so you haven't missed anything. Bottom of the first, and here's Steve Garvey batting with 2 down. No score here. All right, and Garvey goes down swinging for the 3rd strike. So the Dodgers pick up a hit and do nothing with it. And yeah, I'm even looking at the what's monitoring here for me, and it looks a lot better. All right, so we're going to save StreamYard for just baseball chin wags, and that'll be about it. All right, Willie McCovey, Jim Ray Hart, and Dick Dietz do up for the Giants here in the top of the 2nd inning. It's out of the park action, 26, and using Mike Silva's ballparks. So let's change this wide TV camera a little bit, just have some fun. Let me see. Above home plate camera. Don't even know what that looks like. Let's look at home plate TV. See what we got here. All right, a little better. All right, Tommy John peers in, has the side from Jerry Brody, and the 1-0 pitch on the way. And swung on, booted there at first by Steve Garvey. To score that one, E3. And runner on. Willie McCovey as Jim Ray Hart steps to the plate. And sorry guys, just getting used to all of this again. All right, so let's keep the home plate TV camera going for these two. And then we go to the action camera. Tommy John ready to deal. And Hart tries to hold up the swing, and he doesn't, and draws first base. So nice to see it. The uniform lock is working pretty well. All right, 4 straight walks. Willie McCovey on in 2nd. And Hart on first now for Dick Dietz. Full count. And this one. Hopper to short. And Russell tags it out for the double play. So Dodgers, just like that, turn 2 very quietly. Jim Ray Hart remains at first. All right. Turn the murmuring crowd down. It's way too loud. Running me out. Okay, thank you, Sean. Just having to use OBS again, which really sucks because I really don't like OBS. I really don't like it. But it is what it is. We'll turn down the crowd a little bit. Trying to give you guys a little bit of a break from my voice. Let's take it down 2 notches. There, that should be better, hopefully. All right. Thank you, Sean, and welcome in. All right. I'm just not feeling this view here. Let me see. Pitch camera. That's what I want. Home plate. I hit the wrong one. Ah, glad it's late. I'm glad it's late, man. Anyhow, hope good to know that you guys are buying this game. Pretty fun. All right, thank you, Sean. All right. Tommy John ready to deal. Here is the pitch to Tito Fuentes. This one, fly ball out to left, right into the glove of Lee Lacy. What I've noticed is the dynamic view is a lot better here in Outdoor Park 26. I usually didn't use it a lot in earlier editions, but so far so good. All right, so we go to the bottom of the second here, and Reggie Smith, Ron Say, and Rick Monday to bat for Los Angeles. Still no score in this game. This is Mike Garland's 1970s lead. 3-2 pitch on the way to Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith will take ball 4. So Smith will get down to first, and boy, tell you what, you know, we play with these ballparks every year, but these are so beautiful. What Mike Silva's done. All right, here's the Penguin, Ron Say. 3-2 pitch. Say swings, and this one, base hit right up the middle. All right, Reggie Smith will hold his second, so the Dodgers with 2 on and nobody out for Rick Monday. 1-0 pitch on the way, and the throw to third, and Smith is out of there. So Reggie Smith picked off. Let's have another look at that one. Don't know what Smith was thinking, but he is gone. So Tommy Lasorda, what were you thinking? All right. Rick Monday back in the box. Of course, I don't know actually who was managing. Yeah, it's Tommy Lasorda. 3-2 pitch.
Strike 3.
And big swing and a miss. Strike 3. Monday chasing a little bit there. So quickly, 2 down. Are the ballparks in the workshop tab? Yeah, so I'll tell you what. Sound's going to cut out. Let me bring up Steam and show you. Okay. And again, got to get used to the little lag here between that. So when you go to the workshop, right here, okay, and you just right there. I didn't put the historical uniforms in yet, but they're historical stadiums. So you subscribe to it, it'll download it, and then when you go to the Out of the Park main screen, you'll see where to install it. So I got to grab the logos and fonts a little bit later. But that's how you do it. It's that simple. All right. All right. Let's go back to the game. All right. Here's Lee Lacy, and hey, we got 4 tough viewers on here. We went from 10. Thank you StreamYard for that. You suck. All right, Jim Willoughby ready to deal with Lee Lacy. 2 down and a runner on. No score. Throw to first. And they got him. So how about that? A caught stealing and a pickoff. So the Dodgers had 2 base runners, but both erased. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Dodgers-Giants, no score. This rivalry going back to their days in New York when they were the New York Giants and the Brooklyn Dodgers. Oh, you're very, very welcome, Nathaniel. Always glad to help. Always glad to help. All right, Chris Spire, Jim Willoughby in the top of the order, then Ken Henderson for the San Francisco Giants. Tommy John ready to work. Full count on the way to Spire. Swing and a miss. So that time a little sinker there from Tommy John. So that's his first strikeout of the game. And here's Jim Willoughby. Count 1-0 on Willoughby. Willoughby swings, and this one sent out to shallow center. This is going to get down for a base hit. So Jim Willoughby on first, helping out his own cause, picking up the first hit for the San Francisco Giants. Back at the top of the order, and Ken Henderson, who was nothing for 1. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Henderson sends us out to center field, but that is not a problem as Rick Monday comes in a few paces and makes the catch. So quickly 2 away for Willie Mays, who was nothing for 1. 2-1 pitch. Mays swings, and this one, bounder past short into center field. And going to third is Jim Willoughby. So throw a little down the line toward home, and Willoughby slides in head first. So the other thing I want to do right now, I forgot with this, something that Chris Slovic had suggested, and I didn't set this up for Out of the Park 26, and I'm going to do that now, and that's the speed of the game. So let's do that, because he is right that it does kind of gives you a, I guess, a better sense of scale in the ballpark. So let's do that. And I don't know why the player size at 110, but we're going to go to 100, I think. Yep, and we're going to use shadows, and we'll leave the dynamic camera on, follow the ball. Where is the speed? Give me a sec here, guys, because I forgot to set this up. I'm noticing it's playing a little bit too fast. It shouldn't. Sound, play-by-play speed is normal. That's not what I want. I want video. Ugh. So, camera options means nothing. On-field objects means nothing. Just looking for the animation speed in this. Since I can't find it, we're just going to go with what we got for right now. Oh, there we go. 3D animation speed. Slightly slow. There. That's what I wanted. Right. Back to the game. We'll call this just a little test run tonight. That's what we'll do. If I go down all the way, Sean, I need to hear it a little bit. So, I appreciate it. I can maybe bump it down one more. But I don't like, unless I'm doing a game that's quiet, it really helps me to actually hear. Let me see if I can maybe I can bump up my mic a little bit here. So hold on a sec. It's already cranked, so not really much else I can do. Let me try something else. This is why I didn't like OBS, and why I still don't like OBS. Microsoft, so it's not letting me even test. It doesn't even show. Ugh. Let me try this. See if this cranks it up. Yep. I don't even think that it's just the same thing, guys. That's all I got. So, all right. You never have it on as loud as this. That's again because I'm using OBS now instead of, and it disappeared because I'm clicking on a window. So that's what happens with this. So sorry guys, that's about the best I can do. Can't crank it up any more than I can. Unfortunately, that is the nature of the beast. All right, I'll try knocking down the crowd one little bit more. I appreciate your help, Sean. I really do. This is reminding me why I stopped using OBS. I really, really can't stand it. All these goofy hoops. All right, there. Now it's down to 80. That's about as far down as I can go. All right. Let's give it a go here. All right, here's Bobby Bonds batting with 2 in scoring position. Tommy John ready to deal. Here's the pitch. Bonds swings, and this one lined out to center field. This is going to get down for a base hit, and Willoughby will come in to score. First run, so the Giants pick up an early 1-0 lead. As Willie McCovey steps to the plate, he is 0-1. McCovey swings, ground ball to second, and gloved over there by Davey Lopes, who tosses onto Garvey for the 4-3 putout. So the Giants score a run on 3 hits and 2 left on. They go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Giants lead the Dodgers 1-0. Now that you have the ballparks, you'll start Drive for the Pennant tomorrow. Awesome. Awesome, John. It's so much fun. It really, really is. All right. It's going to be Lee Lacy here, Jerry Grodian, and Tommy John. The bottom of the order for the LA Dodgers. 0-1 pitch on the way from Willoughby. And Lacy, just a little tapper there to third. And a throw across the diamond by Jim Ray Hart. And Lacy is retired for the first out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. As Jerry Grody steps in, still wearing his Mets livery. 1-0 pitch on the way. And Grody sends this one high pop up towards second base. And settling under it, making the catch, is Tito Fuentes. So 2 up, 2 down for Tommy John now. And the 1-0 pitch to Tommy John. Swung on, and this one sent out to center field. And camping under it and making the catch is Willie Mays. So 1, 2, 3 go the LA Dodgers. We go to the top of the fourth. Finally, we're moving along in this game. The Giants lead the Dodgers 1-0. Hopefully, audio is coming through pretty clear here now, at least a little better. Jim Rayhart, Dick Dees, and Tito Fuentes due up here. So the Giants 1-3-0, and the Dodgers 0-2-1. 0-2 pitch on the way. Jim Rayhart walked last time. This time, fly ball into right field, ranged to his right and playing it on the hop over there. It's gonna get down into right for a hit. So a runner aboard, and here come the Giants again. Fourth hit in the game. And here's Dick Dietz, who's nothing for one. Full count on Dietz. Lined out his last time out. And bouncer to third, 5-4-3. So a few twin killings in this game thus far. So 2 down, bases empty now for Tito Fuentes. And here comes that airplane again. All right, here's the 2-2 pitch to Fuentes. Fuentes swings, routine grounder over there to second base. And Davey Lopes makes the 4-3 putout. So once again, the Dodgers go quietly, or the Giants go quietly this time. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still 1-0. A little pitcher's duel here. Jim Willoughby with 2 strikeouts and a walk through 3 innings of work. Full count on the way. Davey Lopes swings, bounding ball towards second. And gloved by Fuentes. Score that one 4-3, 1 out for Bill Russell. They need the airplane at Shea, not Dodger Stadium. 1-1 pitch on the way to Bill Russell. And Bill Russell swings, little tapper up the first base line. And taking it to the bag himself is Stretch McCovey, so 2 down. So far, Willoughby pitching a 2-hit shutout as we enter the middle innings of the game. And here's Steve Garvey. 0-1 pitch on the way to Garvey. Garvey swings, high fly ball, left field, but right down into the glove of Henderson. So that is it. The Dodgers once again go in order. We go to the top of the 5th inning, 1-0. So I think on nights that we plan a baseball chin wag, I'll keep StreamYard for that because we don't need, a lot of frames or anything like that, so I can find a good alternative. And then for out of the park games and other games, I guess I'm stuck with OBS. So there we go. Any difference in the animations? So I haven't seen, John, I haven't seen any weird like moonwalks down to first or anything since I was beta testing the game, which is really, really nice. So very, very happy to see that. They seem to have tighten them up some more. All right, Tommy John will face Chris Spire, Jim Willoughby, and then Ken Henderson. 1-2 pitch on the way to Spire. Here it comes. And Spire cuts and misses. Strike 3. So that time a little curveball from Tommy John, picking up his 2nd strikeout. And here's Jim Willoughby, 1 for 1. And the 1-0 pitch to Willoughby. And swung on, and Jim Willoughby, little blooper right to short, and Russell has it. So quickly, 2 up, 2 down here for San Francisco in the top of the 5th, and we're back at the top of the order. Ken Henderson is nothing for 2. Tommy John peers in. The 0-2 pitch. Henderson swings. Soft grounder past second. So Henderson will hold first, and that's the 5th hit for the Giants in the game. And here comes Willie Mays. Say hey kid, now probably the say hey dad. He's 1 for 2. 0-2 pitch. And this one is going to be a little pass ball action there. So good job there by Jerry Grody to keep Ken Henderson on at first. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Willie Mays goes down on strikes. So the Giants pick up a hit, strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's the Giants 1 and the Dodgers nothing. So it looks like just my monitoring here, frame rate's a lot better than it was in StreamYard. So, and looking at CPU usage, it's such a huge difference. Now with the new computer, I will try StreamYard again. So really don't know what's going on with it. Anyhow, Here is Reggie Smith. Willoughby ready to deal now. Full count. And Reggie Smith, grounder toward short. And routine play out there at short for Chris Spire, who makes the catch. Score that 6-3 and brings up Ronce. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change some views around here just a little bit. So we're going to go to initial camera view overview, which means, there we go. I'm going to turn off all the weird stuff here now. Just because it's a little bit easier to call a game that way. All right. And once again, we're going to go back to options. And we're going to be turning off the dynamic zoom. We'll leave the dynamic zoom on. But we are going to stop following the ball and stuff like that. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Yes, it does. All right, so we're not going to follow the ball anymore. I know our Red Sox fan is not a big fan of it either. All right, let's return to the game. All right, so we're up in the nosebleed seats. It's a beautiful thing. Here's Ron Say. He is a 1-for-1. All right, one away. Rick Monday waits on deck. 3-2 pitch on the way. And this one missing outside. Ball 4. So the Dodgers get a runner, and here's Rick Monday, who is 0-for-1. Willoughby still has this 2-hitter going. Bottom of the 5th. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on. And fly ball that's going to get down for a base hit. Center field. So Rick Monday backs up wisely and plays that one on the hop. So 2 on, 1 down, and the Dodgers posing a bit of a threat here for the first time in the game as Lee Lacy steps at the plate. 0-for-1. And the 1-2 pitch. Lacy swings. Fly ball center field. Rick Monday covering some territory. Willie Mays covering some territory, and he will make the catch. So 2 down, Jim Willoughby almost out of this little bit of a mess, but he's got to get past Jerry Grody, who's 0-for-1. Yeah, 1,000% better now. How about it? Oof. All right, here's the pitch. And this one, just a little looping soft liner right to second. Tito Fuentes makes the catch. So the Dodgers get a hit, strand 2, and do nothing. And Jim Willoughby's shutout game at least continues. We head to the top of the 6th here at Chavez Ravine. It's the San Francisco Giants 1 and the Los Angeles Dodgers 0. All right, it'll be Bobby Bonds, Willie McCovey, and Jim Ray Hart, 3, 4, 5, heart of this Giants order. 0-2 pitch on the way. So Bonds with the only RBI single in this game, and he's going to line a base hit right into center field, makes the right turn at first, and holds. So hit number 6 for the Giants, and it brings up Stretch McCovey, 0-for-2. Here's the pitch, and the runner goes. The throw down, Bobby Bonds is safe. So first steal of the season for Bonds. Again, using Mike Garland's 1970s league. I was able to import that one because I started as a quick start. Hopefully we'll see all the workshop items get up here pretty quickly. All right, McCovey back in the box. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Stretch swings, ground ball to second, and taking it to the bag himself is Steve Garvey. So Bonds will move to third on the play, and here's Jim Ray Hart. He is 1-for-1. Count full on Hart. Here's the delivery. And Hart swings, base hit up the middle. That'll be an RBI, and the Giants now lead this one 2-0. They are not too happy here at Chavez Ravine as Dick Dietz steps in. 0-for-2, 1 away. And the 1-2 pitch. And Dietz, a little tapper toward third. 5-4-3. Pitcher's best friend, the inning-ending double play. The Giants do tack on another run on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Giants lead the Dodgers 2-0. All right, we have a pinch hitter, so Tommy John's day is done. Manny Mota steps into pinch hit now. Bats ready. Willoughby studies the sign from Dick Dietz. And the 3-1 pitch to Manny Mota. Mota swings on that hitter's count, and sinking liner out to left, and Ken Henderson will angle after it and reel the fish in. So 1 away now as we go back to the top of the order, and second baseman Davey Lopes is 1-for-2 in the game. So the Dodgers with only 3 hits in this game. Willoughby looking sharp out there. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And Davey Lopes, little tapper back to the mound. Willoughby up with it, takes his time, tosses on to first for the 1-3 putouts. So 2 up, 2 down. And here comes Bill Russell. So these Dodgers have been set down in order, as you can imagine, quite a bit in this game. 2-1 pitch on the way to Bill Russell. Russell swings, hard ground ball to short, and double pump out there by Chris Spire, and 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top of the 7th inning. The Giants still leading the Dodgers 2-0. Jim Willoughby working on a nice 3-hitter. So Charlie Hough will come on now, so we'll see a little bit of float ball action here as Tito Fuentes steps up. So 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the San Francisco Giants. Fuentes, Spire, and Jim Willoughby. So Willoughby also with a hit today, including this shutout that he's pitching. Charlie Hough ready to go. Here's the 2-1 pitch now to lefty Tito Fuentes. Fuentes swings. This one popped foul ground behind the plate, third base side, and not a problem there for Jerry Grody making a play. So 1 away for Chris Spire now. Nothing in 2 attempts. 2-0 pitch on the way. Spire was struck out twice, and this time lines this one into center field, base hit. So that is hit number 8 for the Giants, and here's Jim Willoughby, 1 for 2. Of course they're going to let him hit. Spire, decent speed at first. 0-2 pitch, and big cut and a miss. There's that floater we were talking about. Nice knuckleball there by Charlie Hough, so he picks up his first strikeout of the game. 2 down now for leadoff hitter Ken Henderson, who's 1 for 3. 1-2 pitch on the way. Henderson swings, and this one out to center field, has some distance. Oh, great catch. Leaping catch by Lee Lacy. We head to the 7th inning stretch. The San Francisco Giants lead the LA Dodgers 2-0 in this best of 1970s quick start game, and out of the park 26. Thanks, everybody. I know that one time we had a whole bunch of viewers that were in here, had some StreamYard problems. I literally downloaded, reinstalled OBS, and luckily OBS remembered all my information, but it was still kind of a pain in the arse to get this thing going. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you, the few of you hanging in here with me. We have such a great family here. All right, here's Steve. I got to remember to get rid of the other 3 videos. Steve Garvey leads things off here. The 3, 4, 5 hitters due up for these Dodgers. They need to get to work. Jim Willoughby and the Giants with a 2-0 lead right now. You betcha, John. All right, 0-1 pitch on the way now to Steve Garvey. He lined out his last time up, and Garvey's going to just tap this one to first, and waving off McCovey, waving off Willoughby, and he will take it to the bag himself. So 1 Dodger up, 1 Dodger down. Reggie Smith, nothing for 1. With a walk.
Strike 3.
Oh, late swing there. Swing and a miss. Bad pitch. Reggie Smith chasing a little bit there, so 2 away. And here's the Penguin now. He's 1 for 1. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3.
Ron Say looks at a called strike 3. This one painting the inside corner. Once again, the Dodgers go in order, and we head to the top of the 8th inning. The Giants lead the Dodgers 2-0. This is the 71 Giants versus the 77 Los Angeles Dodgers. It'll be Willie Mays, Bobby Bonds, and Willie McCovey duo. Charlie Hough stays on relief, has a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Willie Mays cuts in the first pitch, and this one just tapped foul, first base side, and under it is Jerry Grody, and he makes the catch. So 1 up, 1 down now for Bobby Bonds, having a good day at the plate today. He's 2 for 3, and he's knocked 1 in. 1-2 pitch on the way now to Bonds. And this one swung on. Slow roller out to second base. This is going to be close, but Davey Lopes gets him by a blade of grass. So 2 away now for Stretch, who is nothing for 3. Swing of the bat, McCovey changes the complexion of this game, but not this swing of the bat. Routine little ground ball to Steve Garvey. Takes that 3 unassisted. Side retired, gents, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The San Francisco Giants still holding on to a 2-0 lead. It'll be Rick Monday, Lee Lacy, and Jerry Grody duo. Rick Monday in the game is 1 for 2. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Rick Monday, big swing and a miss. That time, Willoughby coming with a slider. So 1 away for Lee Lacy. He is 0 for 2. Flew out his last time up. And this is going to be a fly ball going out to medium deep center field. And Willie Mays will come in and make the catch. So 2 up, 2 down. And that's been the story entirely through this game for the 1977 Dodgers. Batting with sartorial splendor. How about it, Sean? So sartorial, our new word. All right, full count now on Jerry Grody. Here's the pitch.
Strike 3.
And Grody, oh, beautiful pitch, painting the outside corner. So Willoughby just doing his job out there. No runs, hits, or errors. A runner left. We go to the top of the 9th. It is 2-0. Charlie Huff stays on, and he will face Jim Ray Hart, Dick Dietz, and Tito Fuentes. A 1 pitch now. And this one popped high on the shallow infield. And coming all the way in is Bill Russell, and he will make the catch on the bump. So 1 away. Charlie Huff says it's not in my contract to catch those things. All right, here's Dick Dietz. He is also 0 for 3. So again, the Giants have held the Dodgers to just 3 hits. Dodgers also have an error in this game. Full count to Dietz. And Dietz is going to ground out to short. Ranging off to his left is Bill Russell. So we'll score that one 6-3 now. And here's Tito Fuentes trying to get something going here for himself as he is 0 for 3. 1-1 the count. And the lefty swings and line to right and right to Reggie Smith. So San Francisco does nothing. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance here for the Los Angeles Dodgers on opening day in this 1970s league. And Dusty Baker will come on as a pinch hitter. Sartorial means relating to clothes and to the way they are made or worn. Well done, Sean. It's a good word. It's a good word, sartorial. All right, here's Dusty Baker now. 2-1 pitch on the way to Dusty. Swung on. Ground ball past first into right field. So these Dodger fans have had very, very little to cheer about, but the Dodgers picking up their 4th hit, and then the potential tying run comes to the plate, and we have us a new pitcher. Jim Willoughby's day is done. Steve Hamilton will come on now, I believe, and look for the save here and preserve this shutout. Davey Lopes has a hit in 3 tries today. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Davey, here's the pitch. Lopes swings, and this one just popped out towards second, and Fuentes kind of saunters over to his right and picks that one out of the air, 1 down. Bill Russell made a couple nice plays at short, but 0 for 3 at the plate. Here's the pitch. Russell swinging on the first pitch, tap back to the mound, and going to second with the ball is Steve Hamilton, and they do get the lead runner. So Bill Russell on for fielder choice, 2 down, and it's up to Steve Garvey to try to tie this game. Garvey scoring an 0 for 3. The Giants on the cusp of an opening day win on the road. 1-1 pitch on the way to Garvey. Grounded out his last time up, and this should be your ball game. Popped into shallow ground, first base side, and McCovey has it, and the Giants take care of the Dodgers rather easily. Let's look at our recap. So, Dodger Stadium was the site of the home opener for the LA Dodgers. The contest features a prime matchup between Jim Willoughby of the visiting Giants and Tommy John of the Dodgers. Final score 2-0. Giants getting the win. Jim Willoughby turned in his best performance. Steve Hamilton picked up the save for the Giants, his first of the year. Willoughby gave San Francisco an exquisite performance. The right-hander allowed no runs on 4 hits over 8 innings and had himself a base hit. Willoughby is your player of the game. Steve Hamilton picked up the save for Tommy John. By the way, Willoughby struck out 6, walked 2.
Tommy John went 6 innings, 2 earned runs for him, a walk and 3 strikeouts. Charlie Huff worked 3 in relief and struck out 1 batter. So we will leave Chavez Ravine. All right. So we know that Mike's ballparks work beautifully, and out of the park 26, and wouldn't expect anything less. So, guys, I mean, we can do another game, or we can just call it a night. What time is it here? It's 1:23. I'm sorry to have come on so late, but there you go. There you go. What can you say? Let me see. Let's look at some other scores that happened here today from games that you guys didn't see. The 1973 Mets defeat the 1971 Cardinals on their opening day. So 4-2 for the Mets. And you will have doppelgangers in this league, by the way. So Willie Mays, while a New York Met, hit a home run in that game. What else do we have here? So it looks like we had some weird kind of thing going on. There's our Giants and Dodgers 2-0. All right, we're gonna switch up. I can do one more game. What the hell? So let's go ahead and save this one. Never knew Jim Willoughby started. Remember him best from the 75 Red Sox bullpen. We should have looked at his record when you mentioned that. In fact, we still can. What am I thinking here? Let's go down and find our buddy Jim Willoughby here. Hell of a game for him. How about it? Hell of a game. There we go. Let's look at Jim Willoughby's lifetime stats here. So yeah, he did make some starts, Sean, in 72 and 73 for the Giants. In fact, made one start for the 71 Giants. So was a starter for the first 4, limited start by 1974, and then relegated to the bullpen. And as you so rightly recall, serving a relief role for the Boston Red Sox for 75, 76, and 77. Finished his career in 1979 with the Chicago White Sox. And that year had 13 saves. So there you go, a little bit of Jim Willoughby love for any Jim Willoughby fans that might be out there. All right, let's get back to the Out of the Park start screen. Ooh. What am I looking for? There we go. All right, let's load a game here. Let's load a game. No, I don't want a new game. I want to load a game. That was me. All right. So we got a 19, I call it 65 Twins, but it's just a 1965 season. So let's go to the 1960s. Why not? So we can do 65 or 67. Let's do 65. That one doesn't get a lot of look. And besides, I want to check and make sure all the ballparks are assigned properly here. So again, the uniform mod and from Mike Silva and the ballpark mod, both now available on the Steam Workshop. So get them while they're hot. Get them while they're hot. All right, let's look at our scores here. So let me see what looks good here. What looks good? We already saw Tommy John, so we're not going to do a little doubleheader with him. So, and we've already seen the Dodgers, Astros, Mets, Cubs, and the Braves. Let's do that. We could do the Cubs and the Braves, or the Indians and the Kansas City A's. This is what we can see. Luis Tiant and Diego Segui should be a pretty good one here. So. Indians are 1-1, and the Kansas City Athletics are 1-2. This is 1965 baseball, which you don't see a lot on this channel. But there you go. I'm going to try to change that around a little bit. All right, leading off for the Cleveland Indians of 1965 in left field, it's Leon Wagner. Batting second and first base, Fred Whitfield. Batting third and right field, may his memory be eternal, Rocky Colavito. In the cleanup spot at second base, Chuck Hinton. Batting fifth at third base is Max Alvis. Batting sixth in center field, Vic Davalillo. Batting seventh and playing short, Larry Brown. Jose Askew will be catching and batting eighth. And Luis Tiant takes the mound and bats ninth. For the hometown Kansas City Athletics, leading off in left field, Bert Campaneris. Batting second at short is going to be Wayne Cowsey. Batting third at first base, Ken Harrelson. In the cleanup spot at third base, Ed Charles. Batting fifth, second baseman Dick Green. Batting sixth in center field, Jim Landis. Batting seventh, right fielder Mike Hirschberger. Renee Lachman is catching and batting eighth. I guess it's Lachman, actually. And Diego Segui is pitching and batting ninth. Going to have a lot of fun with that game, or that name, all the way through. Let's go to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. There we go. Nice job there. How about it? These Mike Silva ballparks. And I think this is the first time I've seen Kansas City Municipal Stadium, because I don't really, again, I don't do a lot of 1960s baseball. So great job, Mike Silva. All right, let's look at this starting defense here, if you will. In left field for the Kansas City Athletics, Bert Campaneris. In center, Jim Landis. And in right, Mike Hirschberger. Around the horn from first to third, we got Ken Harrelson, Dick Green, Wayne Cowsey, and Ed Charles. And behind the plate, Renee Lachman. And on the mound, Diego Segui. All right, Leon Wagner leads things off for the Indians. He's 1 for 3 thus far, or 1 for 7 thus far in the season. As we pan around Kansas City Municipal Stadium, nice slow pan, and bringing in that drone where it needs to be. Here's the wind and the 0-1 pitch, and swung on by Leon Wagner, grounded to short, and Cowsey has it and fires on to Harrelson for the 6-3 putout. So one away here in 1965 action. So what's happening in the real world right now in 1965? Well, one of the positive things was the Gemini space program going on, as the United States would eventually move on to Apollo. Everything in preparation for the landing of the moon by the end of the decade by a great president, John F. Kennedy. All right. Here is Fred Whitfield now. Whitfield off to a 400 start, including a home run and 3 runs batted in. All right, Segui has the sign from Renee Lachman, and here's the 0-1 pitch. Lefty Whitfield swings this way and hard hit grounder to second, but grounded easily by Green, and he will fire on to first. So Dick Green making it look easy. 4-3 put out as he took that one on the short hop. And here's Rocky Colavito. Colavito with a home run and 2 RBIs, 4 for 10 on the season. 2-2 pitch on the way. Colavito swings, ground ball deep to short, and ranging over to his left side over there is Cowsey, and he will make the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We will head to the bottom of the first inning. Cleveland nothing, in the Kansas City Athletics coming to bat. Looking at the starting defense for the Cleveland Indians of 1965. In left field, Leon Wagner. In center, Vic Davalillo. And in right, Rocco Colavito. From first to third around the horn, it'll be Fred Whitfield, Chuck Hinton, Larry Brown, and Max Alvis. And behind the plate for the Indians, Jose Askew. All right, Luis Tiant ready to face Bert Campaneris. Campaneris with an RBI, 2 for 9 to start the season. 2-2 pitch on the way now. Campaneris swings on one just off the plate. Little knuckle curve action there by Louis to record his first strikeout. Here's Wayne Cowsey. He's off to a 3:08 start, 4 for 13 with a run batted in. And the 0-1 pitch on the way from Tiant. And swung on. This one lined hard into right. This is going to get down for a base hit. So first hit in the game is by the Kansas City A's. Cowsey turned it on the Jets, and he's going to make it to second. How about that? So even with Colavito's strong arm, but Cowsey turns on the Jets. Able to play. Colavito kind of swallowed up a little bit by the short hop that he played out there in right field. All right, here's Ken Harrelson with 1 down in a scoring position for the Kansas City A's. Tiant brings it. Harrelson swings in the first pitch, popped on the infield, and it's going to be all second baseman Chuck Hinton, and he will make the play. So 2 down. Now for Ed Charles. Ed Charles off just a 2 for 10 start for him. 1-0 pitch on the way, and Charles swings. This one looped out to left, and it finds a home in the glove of Leon Wagner. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left in scoring position Top of the second here in 1965. And no score, Indians and Athletics. Thanks, guys, for hanging out for some first some 1970s baseball, now 1965 baseball. All right, Chuck Hinton will lead things off here for the Indians, hitting an even 300 right now. All right, so Segui has the sign and the 1-2 pitch to Hinton. And Hinton, line drive, base hit, left field. Chuck Hinton rounds third and thought about second, and he will hold. As the throw gets in from Bergkamp and Harrison. Here's Max Alvis, hitting just 143, does have an RBI. Hinton, decent speed at first. 0-1 pitch, and Alvis cuts on this one, and base hit center field. And going all the way to third is Chuck Hinton, head first slide, and he is safe. So the Indians trying to mount something here in the top of the second. Runners at the corners for Vic Davalillo. Davalillo hitting 375 with an RBI in the season thus far. Here's the pitch. Davalillo, first pitch swinging, Tapper back to the mound. They look to second, and by that time, Davalillo with excellent speed makes third. So Diego Segui trying to go to second, but forgetting about Davalillo. Davalillo with good wheels. And the Indians have them loaded and nobody out. And here comes the shortstop, Larry Brown, off to a rather slow 1-for-7 start. 3-1 pitch. Larry Brown will take ball 4, and Segui walks in a run. So the Indians get one on the board here in the top of the second. It's 1-0 now. All right, Askew back in the box, or in the box. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this one, grounder to short, 6-4 to 3. A double play, but a run will score as Alvis comes in for the Tribe, and it's 2-0 Cleveland. All right, Davalillo perched there at third now for Luis Tiant. 2-2 pitch. And Tiant swings right through this one. And that went the inning. Nice little fastball, but Cleveland scores 2 runs on 3 hits. And the bases loaded walk. Certainly a nice big gift there. All right, it'll be Dick Green here to lead things off for Kansas City in the bottom of the second inning. He's 2 for 13, and he is inning 154. Tiant has the sign from Joe Askew, and here is the 1-1 pitch, Dick Green. And Dick Green swings, sends us out to right field, but barely moving. And making the catch is Rocky Colavito. I think he moved a half a step sort of toward his left. All right, here's Jim Landis now. Landis off to a pretty good start. 3 for 8 with a home run, 3 runs batted in. 375 average for those of us not so mathematically inclined. Here's the 1-2 pitch now. On the way to Landis. Cut and miss. Strike 3. So nice little slider in there by Luis Tiant, and he picks up his second K of the game. So 2 down here in the Kansas City second brings up Mike Hirschberger, hitting it even 300. He's 3 for 10. 0-1 pitch on the way to Hirschberger. Swung on, and this one driven deep to right field at the track, and open the window, Aunt Minnie, and kiss it goodbye. And Kansas City answers with 1 here in the bottom of the second. Cleveland's lead now cut in half. It's 2-1. Have another look at that one. So kind of a little big, kind of out of here shot. And there you go. So touch them all. Mike Hirschberger with his first round tripper of the 1965 season here on an out of the park 26. And stepping in now is Rene Latchman, making his first plate appearance of the season. 2 down and 1 in for Kansas City, so 2-1 lead. And here's the pitch to Latchman. Swung on, and this one driven past third into left field. All of a sudden, the Kansas City Athletics bats waking up a little bit here. 3rd hit now for Kansas City in the game. And here's the pitcher, Diego Segui. And first pitch swinging, bounding ball, diving stop there at second base by Chuck Hinton, and throws from the knees for out number 3. How about that? But a run does score for Kansas City in the Mike Hirschberger solo shot. A runner left on, and Kansas City now within 1 of Cleveland. It is 2-1. Back at the top of the order for the Tribe, and it'd be Leon Wagner to start things off here. He is 0 for 1 in the game. 1-2 pitch on the way. Wagner swings, and just a little Texas leader into right field. In the Cleveland Plain Dealer tomorrow, that's going to be a screaming line drive. All right, so a runner aboard, Renee Latchman. First ever Marlins manager, was also the bat boy from the Dodgers from 1959 to 1962. So Latchman able to see the first LA Dodgers World Championship. And guys, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Things seem to be settling down a little bit, and I do want to thank Sean for his help with the kind of just the issues, as it were, and to John DFW. All right, here's Fred Whitfield now. Whitfield 0 for 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. He grounded out. Whitfield grounded out his last time up. Fly ball to deep center field. And Jim Landis makes an over-shoulder the catch in center. For out number 1, Leon Wagner quickly gets back to first now. Rocky Colavito, 0 for 1. 1-0 pitch. And the runner is off to the races, but he barely gets out of the gate. Renee Latchman guns it down, and Leon Wagner will go back and dust himself off. All right, so 2 away now. Bases empty for the Rock as he is back in the box. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Colavito swings, routine grounder to second. And gloved over there by Green, and that does it. So the third is over for Cleveland. We go to the bottom of the third. The Tribe lead the A's 2-1. 1965 action here. All right, Bert Campaneris, we're back at the top of the order. Wayne Cousy, Ken Harrelson due up for the Kansas City A's. Campaneris, 0 for 1. Here's the wind, and the 1-0 pitch. Campaneris swings, hard ground ball to second, backing up, gloving it, and firing it on over there is Chuck Hinton. So 1 up, 1 down now for Wade Cousy, who is 1 for 1. The count full. Here is the wind and the pitch. Cousy doubled his last time up. Soft grounder to first, and up with that is Whitfield, and he's going to toss over to Luis Tiant covering for the 3-1 putout. So 2 up, 2 down for Kansas City here in the bottom of the third. Brings up Ken Harrelson, who is 0 for 1. 3-1's the count. And Harrelson lays off that one. That one is close, but ball 4, just a tad low. Here comes Ed Charles now. And Tiant checks Harrelson, who has decent speed at first, and ready to work home now. And Charles will send this to second. This should retire the side, and indeed it does. Hinton will go to first in the 4-3 putout. So Kansas City gets a walk, and that's it. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Cleveland leading Kansas City 2-1. D. Scott Howard joining us here for 1965 baseball. All right, Chuck Hinton, Max Alvis, and Vic Davalillo do up for the Cleveland Indians. And Chuck Hinton, 1 for 1. Chuck Hinton making a great play there on second base earlier in the game, flashing a leather. Full count now on Hinton. Singled his last time up. And drills this one out to left field. And this is going to hit the track off the base of the wall. Chuck Hinton having a hell of a ball game. And a lead-off double here for Chuck Hinton here in the top of the 4th. All right, here's Max Alvis. He is 1 for 1. Hinton in scoring position, decent speed. 0-1 pitch. And this one, little tapper to short. And they're going to go to first, and they're going to get Max Alvis. Chuck Hinton will move to third on the play, so chance for the Indians to pad this 2-1 lead here in the top of the 4th is Vic Davalillo in there. Davalillo is 1 for 1. And here is the pitch. Davalillo smokes this one into left field, and Davalillo has himself an RBI single, and the Indians do indeed tack on to their lead. It's now 3-1 in the top of the 4th inning. By the way, quick announcement, I hear from FAC Sports Desk with Paul that probably in about a week will be the next update for Pocket Pennant Run, and the video I saw of it looks really super cool. So I think you cards and dice guys are going to be very happy. And for those of us who play regular old Pocket Pennant Run, it's going to be pretty cool. Team logos. I guess at some point we're going to have player photos, but it looks, from what I've seen, that the board game companion of Pocket Pennant Run has been greatly expanded. So I think it supports 6 games now, and the dice are hard coded into the game. So if you're a cards and dice player, I know it's Appa Strat, History Maker. I think there's one called Ball Baseball Classics. I can't remember the other two right now. So, but 6 games are supported or will be supported by Pocket Pennant Run Baseball. Let me see. So 1965, he says, right in his wheelhouse. He says D. Scott Howard was the first year that he bought Strat. All right. Good stuff. Fortuitous. 1965. Of course, my Beatles going incredibly strong. And that year, Paul McCartney writes the most covered song in all of music history. And of course, I'm talking about the song Yesterday. So that is, anybody asks you, there you go. That is the most covered song in history, period, is Yesterday. All right. Sean says that he loves Vic Davalio. He says he got him on his on the 1972 Bucks. Yeah, Davalio would go on to play for the Pirates. He hit well in real life, and he's hitting over 400 for Sean. As in a part-time role bench player for me right now. Nice. Davalio always seemed to be a clutch player, and he's showing it today. Of course, Davalio getting the start in this game. So good stuff, Sean. I love the color that you bring to the game, my friend. Thank you. All right, back to action here now for Larry Brown. He has an RBI in this game, but he really didn't do anything to deserve it. And there goes the runner. His Indians running today, and the throw down. And Rene Latchman up with it, but Vic Davalio, we're talking about him being clutch, and he has his second stolen base of the year. So Sean raining some love going back to 1965, and Davalio in scoring position now. Tribe leading 3-1. They plated one here in the fourth, 2 back in the second. Kansas City Athletics, their lone run in the bottom of the second, as Larry Brown back in the box. And the 1-0 pitch. And there he goes again. Davalio steals second and steals third. So, Sean, this one's for you, buddy. Let's have a look at that one again. Vic Davalio is, what a good jump he had. Latchman up with it, but Davalio had him all the way. How about it? As Sean gives a wow there. And Nate's saying these graphics look amazing. Yeah, this is such a pretty game, isn't it? I did not see your message about Firefly. Or wait, yes I did, because you said I would like that. Yes, I've got to check it out. D. Scott, I just got to find out who the hell's streaming it and all that. As I've never seen Firefly. D. Scott Howard and I are both big Babylon 5 fans, and he said, if you like Babylon 5, you're gonna like Firefly. So I've never seen it. Got to check it out. So Vic Davalio thinks he's not in 1965, but in 1905. So Davalio gets on, steals second, steals third, while Sean's talking about him. And Larry Brown back in there. Okay, so hopefully the drop will end here in a second. Yep, we're back. All right, don't know. So, God, I got to find something. I don't know. I've got to find, maybe that software Steve Tate uses. I don't know. I really hate OBS. All right. Yeah, thank you, Sean. All right. Well, we go wild and go for the rare show all 3 bases. 2 down. Don't think that's going to happen now, unless Ken Castro is managing. Here's the pitch to Joe Askew, and that's going to be a wide one. So they're going to walk Askew. Kind of makes sense. Here's Luis Tiant now with runners at the corners, and Kansas City looking to get out of this one. From the stretch, 1-2 pitch,
Tion sends this one out to center field, and galloping over to his left and making the catch is Jim Landis. So the side is retired, but the Indians tack on a run on 2 hits and a walk, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and it's the Indians 3 and the Kansas City Athletics 1 as Dick Green, Jim Landis, and Mike Hirschberger will all bat for these Kansas City A's. Tiant with 2 strikeouts and a walk. Luis Tiant, I think, is a man that should be considered for the Hall of Fame. Why he's not in there, I don't know. 2-1 pitch. And Dick Green swings. This one lined out to right field, but hanging after that ball is Rocky Colavito. So quickly 1 out now for Jim Landis. Landis nothing for 1. Hirschberger waits on deck. 1-2 pitch on the way now to Landis. Struck out his last time up, and he's going to strike out this time as well. So that one on a curveball by Tion for K number 3, and here's Hirschberger, and of course last time solo shot responsible back in the second for the Kansas City A's only run of the game. 2-1 pitch on the way now to Mike Hirschberger. And he swings, and this is going to stay in the park. Little slow dribbler up to short, and Brown up with it and over. 3 up, 3 down for the Kansas City A's, and we head to the top of the 5th inning. Cleveland leads Kansas City 3-1. All right, brings up Leon Wagner. So we're back at the top of the order. Wagner, Whitfield, and Colavito for the 1965 Cleveland Indians. Count full on Leon Wagner. Wagner swings, and this one just a little flare out towards second, and that's going to have Dick Green's name all over it. So 1 up, 1 down. Now for Fred Whitfield. Whitfield in the game, nothing for 2. The 0-2 pitch. Whitfield swings through a fastball, strike 3, and hang up K number 3 for Diego Segui. And here comes Rocky Colavito. Nothing for 2. Full count on Colavito. Colavito swings. This one wrapped hard to right. This is going to get down for extra bases into the corner. And we can see out of the park baseball doesn't like mesh fences. But nonetheless, Colavito has himself a double as this one gets by Mike Hirschberger and into right. So Colavito in scoring position, and here comes Chuck Hinton, perfect 2 for 2 on the day. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. And, well, they waste the runner at second. So strike 3, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and the 1965 Indians lead the 1965 Athletics 3-1 in the second game of a doubleheader. After 2 false starts, I think, we're sort of back. We are sort of back. All right, it'll be Rene Lashman, Diego Segui, and Bert Campaneris due up for the Kansas City A's. 1-1 pitch on the way to Lashman. And he swings. This one popped towards second, but waving him off is Whitfield, waving off Chuck Hinton. He will make the catch for 1 out. Diego Segui, nothing for 1. 0-2 pitch on the way from Luis Tiant.
Strike 3.
Oh, strike 3 on the inside corner. 4th strikeout for Luis Tiant, and we're back at the top of the order. Bert Campaneris bats with 2 down. He has nothing for 2 at the dish. Grounded out his last time up. Swung on, and this one wrapped into the right center field alley. And this is going to be good for at least 2 bags. Going for 3, and we got us a 1965 triple. A rare hit then as it is now. So Bert Campaneris with a 2-out triple. And here comes Wayne Cowsey. So Cowsey 1 for 2 in the game. A chance here to put a crooked number in the line score for the Athletics. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Cowsey. Swung on. Ground. Oh, line drive right to first. And Whitfield puts his glove up and looks down and says, "What is this white sphere in the horsehide?" So they waste the triple. We go to the top of the 6th inning. The Tribe 3 and the A's 1. Be Max Alvis, Vic Davalillo, and Larry Brown due up for Cleveland. Alvis in the game is 1 for 2. Count full.
Strike 3.
Alvis, knee buckling, called 3rd strike. Fastball there by Diego Segui. That's number 5 in terms of strikeouts. And here's Vic Davalillo. So, again, Vic Davalillo. When Sean talks about Vic Davalillo,
Vic Davalillo comes through clutch. 2 stolen bases in this game. Steals second, and then on the next pitch, steals third. Last time up. He's 2 for 2 on the day with a run batted in. All right, Squee, shaking off Joe Askew, now has a sign that he likes. Here's the wind and the pitch. Davalillo swings in the first pitch. Slow roller to third. Davalillo, good speed going down to first, but they got him. Charles making the strong throw across the diamond. So Davalillo is out number 1. Here's Larry Brown. 0 for 1 with a run batted in. 2 down here for Cleveland in the top of the 6th. And the 1-1 pitch. Cut on by Larry Brown, sinking liner to center, but how about that? Jim Landis comes in and makes the grab. So Cleveland goes 1-2-3, and we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning, my friends and family. It is Cleveland 3 and Kansas City 1. 1965 action here in Out of the Park Baseball 26. And yes, Mike Silva's ballparks are in all their glory. How about it? All right, Ken Harrelson. We owe Mike such a huge debt of gratitude for these mods. So hopefully we get Mike Garland going on again and getting some stuff up here for Out of the Park 26. All right, Ken Harrelson is nothing for one. It's going to be Harrelson, Charles, and Green, the 3, 4, 5 hitters, due up for the A's. Again, just one run, the Mike Hirschberger solo shot back in the second for the A's, and that is all. Luis Tiant holding the A's right now to just 4 hits. 2-2 pitch on the way now. Harrelson walked his last time up. And late swing on an outside pitch. Nice curveball there from Luis Tiant, and chalk up number 5 for him. Chris Slovic says, if it weren't for Mike and his ballparks, the game wouldn't be close to be visually immersive. Absolutely. I mentioned last night, Chris, on my first look at the game, I gave it 9 out of 10 stars. I think it's excellent. I took 1 star off for the ballpark, not because the ballpark creatorness is bad. They added, random ballparks, and then if you pick a historical season, it will give you pretty close to the field dimensions of that ballpark. But why and maybe some people might say it's harsh, but they could at least add some more like kind of superstructure additions and things like that to the ballpark creator. But as far as everything else, I've yet to see any weird moonwalks to first, kind of the strange animations. Now, as far as when we're working with some of these ballparks, you will see some clipping. That's going to happen. Not really a lot you can do about that, but this game is playing. It's super well optimized, and playing a fine game of baseball. We're gonna do a draft some night on this because the draft has been greatly expanded, super deep now. Player Development Lab 2.0 is absolutely fantastic. Drive for the Pennant is available in all game modes. The Road to the World Baseball Classic, of course, coming down to the Park Baseball, and a couple international baseball leagues making a little bit of a comeback. So from Holland, the Hoofdbal, or the Honkbal Hoofdklasse, which basically means high-class baseball, so that's their Major League Baseball. So, of course, Korean baseball in here as well, and looking for the return. It'd be nice to see the Italian Baseball Federation coming back. Francisco, and we're going to say it in Italian, Cervelli, former Bucco, is now, I guess he's the director or something of the Italian Baseball Federation. Baseball picking up really, really strong action in Italy. Lots of fans of baseball over there. And starting to make some inroads in Ireland as well. So glad to see that. Also getting strong in Britain. So, what Albert Goodwill Spalding tried, 100 and God knows how many years ago now, 130 years ago, I think it was, to bring baseball to the world, and it never was successful anywhere. Now we're seeing baseball popping up in the European Union. Of course, Australia has its own major leagues, and so it's going to be a good time for baseball internationally. We get rid of Rob Manfred, get a commissioner in there, and let's say baseball, baby. All right, here's Ed Charles, nothing for two, batting with one down. He's ahead in the count, 2-1. Charles swings, popped sky high, and bringing it down there is Joe Askew. Askew didn't even bother taking off the mask for that one. So 2 down now. And here's Dick Green. He is nothing for two. Count full on Green. Here's the pitch. And this one swung on, and this one just popped out into shallow center field. Vic Davalillo charges in and makes the grab. It's the Vic Davalillo show here in Kansas City. No runs, no hits or errors, and nobody left on base. Top of the 7th inning, and the Tribe still with a 3-run lead. So Joe Askew, Luis Tiant, and Leon Wagner do up for the Tribe, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. 10 people hanging out and watching this stream. Thank you very much to everybody. Chris says there's another modder who modded foreign ballparks for foreign leagues. Have to check those out. Because you know what, Chris? And thank you for that. You can never have enough ballparks, can you? All right, here's Askew. He is nothing for one on the day. As far as Diego Segui pitching a fine game, despite the 3 runs that Cleveland has, he has 5 strikeouts under his belt, 2 walks. Starting to run out of gas in the tank, though. We'll see what Kansas City does, as he would be due up 4th when we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. All right, Segui ready to start here now, and full count.
Strike 3.
Oh, nice pitch. Strike 3 called. And as the play-by-play, which that just catches my eye, the immortal Askew is out. So where did that come from? I have to look. Because, again, he's still learning. So there we go. That was his nickname, Joe, the immortal Askew. So why was he called the immortal? I don't have the foggiest idea. But there you go. He is from Cienfuegos. He's Cubano. So I don't know why he was the immortal. Maybe his real-life stats will tell us something. I don't know. Let's see. Began his career in 1960, missed 1961, then played from 62 all the way to 72. So in that first season, he played for the 1960 Reds. Came back, played a couple years with the Athletics. In 1963, he was traded to the Indians, stayed with them until 69, had half a season, I should say, with the Boston Red Sox, who then sent him to the California Angels, and he finished his career in 1972 with Milwaukee. So let's see, what made him immortal? Well, let me see, 252 lifetime batting average, that's probably not going to do it. 5 career stolen bases, he was caught 12 times, that's not going to do it. Struck out 344 times, lifetime. But let me see, 304. So we'll just say that he's just immortal just because. How about that? Don't know a lot. So if anybody has any stories about the immortal, I'd sure love to hear them. Oh, it was because of his throwing arm. All right. Thank you, Sean. Now we know why he's immortal. All right, top of the 7th, 1 down, and here's Luis Tiant, who is nothing for 2. The wind and the pitch. Tiant flew out last time, and just a big old whiff right there. So Diego Segui notched 7 strikeouts. Back at the top of the order now for Leon Wagner, who's 1 for 3. The wind and the 0-1 pitch. And Leon Wagner swings. A little roller to second. A little routine all-day play there. Fielded by Dick Green, and tosses on to Fred Whitfield for the 4-3 putout. And that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. We just blew right past the 7th inning stretch. Doesn't matter. It's after 2 o'clock in the morning. They're still singing. So let me hear you, as Aaron Reed would say. All right, there we go. Jim Landis, Mike Hirschberger, and Renee Latchman do up. 2-2 pitch on the way to Jim Landis. He was hitless in this game. Landis swings. Dribbler to third. And scooped off the grass there by Max Alvis. And he will make the throw to Fred Whitfield for the 5-3 putout. 1 away now for Mike Hirschberger, 1 for 2. And the 1-2 pitch.
swung on, and popped high in the infield, first base side. Calling everybody off is Fred Whitfield. He snags it for out number 2 and brings up Renee Latchman, who's 1 for 2. 0-2 the count. And Latchman swings. Good contact on this ball. And line drive to center field. And Vic Davalillo on his horse makes the catch. Vic Davalillo, I'm not going to get player of the game, but damn, what a fine day is he having, right? We go to the top of the 8th inning. Cleveland leads Kansas City 3-1. Fred Whitfield, Rocky Colavito, and Chuck Hinton due up for the Cleveland 9. I'm seeing on the subject of throwing arms, Fred Whitfield, who is up now, was known as Wingy because of his unique throwing motion. You know, they don't call Sean the best color man in the league for nothing. I appreciate that, man. Let's look at him here. As far as his real life stats, we can look at his real life fielding here. So let me see. He's got some 353 lifetime assists for him. Not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, let's go back to it. All right, lefty in the box. Diego Segui looking for another strikeout here. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Whitfield swings. High pop fly in the infield, third base side. Calling everybody off is Ed Charles making the catch. 1 up, 1 down now for Rocky Colavito is 1 for 3. Doubled his last time in the 5th.
Strike 3.
Colavito, swing and a miss, and Diego Segui drops the hammer. 8th K for him in the game. And here's Chuck Hinton, who is 2 for 3 now. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strike to Hinton. Strike 3. And how about Diego Segui just striking him out like crazy? So the Indians go in order. We go to the bottom of inning number 8. Your score remains 3-1 in favor of the Cleveland Indians. We have a pinch hitter now. Diego Segui's day is done, and he can exit. You know, he's given up 3 runs. He struck out, 9 batters. So Jim Gentile will come in to pinch hit. Gentile 1 for 2 with 2 RBI on the season. And here is the 1-2 pitch. And the lefty Gentile, good contact on this ball. Sinking liner to center. But who else out there but Vic Davalillo? How about it? So, Sean, you guys doing it up there, and he's donning that gold glove, as we can see. All right, here's Bert Campaneris. We're back at the top of the order for Kansas City. 1 for 3 for Campaneris on the game. Tripled back in the 5th. That was wasted, though. Campaneris swings. This one hit toward third, but ain't no triple. And gloved and thrown quickly, though, by Alvis, as Campaneris can get down the line some there. So quickly 2 down now. And here's Wayne Cowsey, the shortstop, 1 for 3. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strike. Lined out to first his last time up. And this one is going to be a little base hit over third into left field. So, Kansas City Athletics pick up their 5th safety, and here comes Ken Harrelson now. Bats in the 3rd slot, and he is 0 for 2. 2 pitch. Swung on, and this one absolutely drilled to deep center field. Is that going to be enough to get the runner home? Round in third and heading for home as the throw hits the cutoff man. Davalillo couldn't even get to that one. So Ken Harrelson gets himself the RBI, 2-bagger, and Kansas City inching closer now. It is 3-2. All right, and there's Aaron Reed joining us here in 1965. All right. Gary Bell now will come on and relieve for the Cleveland Indians here in the bottom of the 8th inning as Billy Bryan steps in, so we got us a pinch hitter too. Bryan in a pinch hitting role is 2 for 13, including a home run for the Kansas City Athletics. Early season going here. 0-1 pitch. And this one, line drive, base hit center field, and this will tie the game as the throw hits the cutoff man. So how about it? Billy Bryan comes through with an RBI single
and it's a whole new ball game. Bottom of the 8th, and it's 3-3. All right, and here's a name that a lot of baseball fans know. Jose Tardebo comes in now to pinch hit, and he is 1 for 3 as a pinch hitter in the season. Billy Bryan with that big RBI single, perched at first, 2 down. The Athletics waking up here in the late innings. Here's the pitch. Tardebo, 2 hopper to short. Up with it is Brown, and he is going to go to first. But the Kansas City Athletic put 2, absolutely 2 gigantor runs on the board. And we are knotted at 3 as we head to the top of the 9th. Don Mossy, we were just talking about Don Mossy the other night. So Don Mossy will come on in relief now for the Kansas City A's, and he will face Max Alvis, Vic Davalillo, and Larry Brown. Let me see. So we have so Chico Salmon now in the game for Cleveland. So seeing his name in the lineup, and looking at what do we have here. So Reynolds will come in to play third base. Tommy Reynolds for the Kansas City A's. And I think, no, we're not. So, and so an Ozzy Shavaria will play second base for the Kansas City A's. Guess the cars are too big, or guess his ears are too big for a photograph to appear. Talking about Don Mossy. As Sean also says, he prefers Danny Tardebo. All right. Max Alvis, 1 for 3 in the game, and not a single Cleveland Indian baseball fan in here tonight. How about that? No Todd B, no Clee baseball fan, 879, and we got the Tribe while they were winning this game. 1-2 pitch now on the way to Max Alvis from Don Mossy.
Strike 3.
Oh, big swing and a miss. So Don Mossy comes in and promptly strikes out the first hitter he faces on a 1-2 pitch. All right, here's Vic Davalillo. How did Sean say that? Got to go back to it because that was really kind of fun. We're gonna start him. We're gonna start it. Let's start calling him that. Not Sean, but Vic Davalillo. So, yeah, Ton B and Ken hitting the straight. Yep, they're hitting the Gentleman's Club tonight. Absolutely right. Davalillo, 2 for 3 in a day, an RBI, 2 stolen bases, some excellent plays in center field. What can you say? Here's the 0-2 pitch now to Davalillo.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Look at Don Mossy. Don Mossy coming in there just like Rube Waddell. So 2 strikeouts, looking for the trifecta. And here's Larry Brown, nothing for 2 with an RBI. 0-2 pitch. Don Mossy does not strike out the side. Looping liner to left. And that was going to be a Bert Campaneris. Bring it down, can of corn. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Can the Kansas City Athletics walk it off? Bottom of the order, due up 6, 7, and 8. Landis, Hirschberger, and Rene Lachman. Landis in the game, nothing for 3. Gary Bell stays on. He's worked a third in relief. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jim Landis. Jim Landis looks at a called strike 3. So Gary Bell picks up the strikeout. That one a little bit of old-fashioned gas there. And here's Mike Hirschberger. Claim to fame here was that solo shot back in the second. 1-1 pitch on the way to Hirschberger now. Swung on, hard hit ground ball. Scooped up there at third. And an easy play for Max Alvis. So 2 down. We're a batter away from either a walk-off or extra innings. Rene Lachman, 1 for 3. 1-0 pitch on the way to Lachman. Only hit was a single. And this one flared out the left. And Salmon makes the catch. Chico Salmon. We are going to extra innings. Top of the 10th. And we are knotted at 3. Pinch hitter now for Cleveland, George Banks in there. And then we will no doubt see a pinch hitter for Gary Bell. And then back to the top of the order and Chico Salmon. George Banks, 1 for 2 in the season thus far. And Don Mossy ready to deal. And this pitch swung on. popped high in the infield over towards second base. And indeed, it's going to be Shavaria that makes that catch. So one down now. And going to the bench again here, we have Ray Barker. So he's 0 for 2. 1-2 pitch on the way from Don Massey.
Strike 3.
Barker looks at one on the inside corner for strike 3. Not only caught looking, but was caught looking rather flummoxed. All right, back at the top of the order now, Chico Salmon. 0-for-1. 0-2 pitch on the way. Don Massey definitely doing a Rube Waddell imitation. That time coming with a slider. The Indians go in order. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. And Tom Kelly will come on and pitch for Cleveland. And Tommy Reynolds will be making his first plate appearance of the day. He's 0 for 1 on the season. George Banks died of Lou Gehrig's disease. Ouch. So, and Aaron says, "Go Indians!" So using OBS tonight, guys. So OBS doesn't allow other people. So when we do baseball chin wags, it'll be StreamYard in games like Diamond Mine Baseball and Pocket Pennant Run, things like that. All right. Pure Sim. We still do Pure Sim. All right. 1-2 pitch on the way by Tom Kelly. And Tommy Reynolds, ground ball past first into right field here in the bottom of the 10th. Kansas City picking up its 8th hit. Bert Campaneris 1 for 4 in the box. 1-0 pitch. Campaneris shows bunt. 3-1 the count. Campaneris takes ball 4. Here we go. Kansas City 2 on. Nobody out in the bottom of the 10th. Tom Kelly in a little bit of trouble. Wayne Cowsey 2 for 4. Kansas City Athletics looking to walk it off right here in 1965 in front of the hometown faithful. 1-2 pitch. And this ball gets away from Sims. So forgot to mention here, and I'm sorry. Silly me. So Duke Sims on to catch now for Cleveland. So good job keeping the runners at first and second. Good heads-up play there by Duke Sims. Count 2-2. And this one gets away from Duke Sims all the way to the backdrop. And this time the runners are going to advance. They are on their feet here at Kansas City Municipal Stadium. So that is a pass ball. As Reynolds makes third. Campaneris at second. All right, Winkowski back in the box. Duke Sims, kind of little butter glove there or something. 3-2 is the count. And Cowsey swings, grounder to second. They look the runner back, and it's a throwing error at first. But Hinton with a great stop throws off target. But Winfield getting that ball quickly, and Tommy Reynolds not wanting to chance things. The bases are loaded. About time to put a fork in this one, unless somehow Tom Kelly can call upon every deity possible. Infield obviously playing in, as is the outfield for Ken Harrelson, who's 1 for 3 and a run batted in. Kansas City looking for the walk-off win. Here's the pitch. And, oh my God, it's a pass ball. And what a way to win a ball game. You take them any way you can. And the Athletics come from behind. And thanks to pass balls, win this one. What a game. Oh my God, what a game. Oh, man. So Duke Sims probably should, I don't know, take a stagecoach back to Cleveland. Wow, what a game. So the Kansas City A's did just enough to secure a victory over the Cleveland Indians 4-3 in 10 innings at Kansas City Municipal Stadium. Nobody did more than pitcher Diego Segui. Kansas City reliever Don Massey picked up the win, upping his record to 1-0. Tom Kelly took the loss, and kind of unfair to Tom Kelly, but there you go. So the win puts Kansas City at 2-2. A crucial at bat came with a runner on second and 2 out in the bottom of the 8th. That's when pinch hitter Billy Bryan hit a run scoring single, and the Athletics, of course, taking this contest. Oh my God, what a way to end. So, player of the game, Diego Segui, and pretty damn fine performance by him. 3 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. Luis Tiant went 7 and 2/3, 3 earned runs, a walk, 5 strikeouts, gave up a home run, the game's only homer. Gary Bell came in and tagged with his second blown save of the season, worked 1 1/3, struck out 1. Tom Kelly tagged with the loss. Really should be Duke Sims tagged with the loss, but there you go. Kelly gave up a hit, on a run, and a walk. Your player of the game is Diego Segui. Wow, what a crazy game! Really thought the Indians had this one in the late innings. The wheels fell off. Oh, thank you, Sean. He says, player of the game, Beatles eternally, for sticking with it. Give us some ball games tonight. Thank you, man. That means so much to me. All right, let's go ahead and just auto out some of these games, and we'll get out of here. So Senators and White Sox. So Jim Duckworth against Tommy John. We saw Tommy John earlier tonight. So here we go to Chicago White Sox. Oh my God, they absolutely smack the Washington Senators 10-0. No home runs in that game either. Tommy John picks up the win. Duckworth with the loss. Chicago wrapped out 14 hits in that game. All right, here we go. The 65 Yankees against the California Angels. Stafford versus Dean Chance. This actually would be a pretty good game to do, actually, these two pitchers. So maybe we'll wait. The next time we return to 1965, we'll play this Yankees-Angels game. I like that matchup a lot. All right, Cubbies and Braves. Larry Jackson against Bob Sadowski. Let's just quick play it. Good matchup, but let's do it. And the Milwaukee Braves shut out the Chicago Cubs 2-0. No home runs in that game. Sadowski with the win, Jackson with the loss. Odell picks up the save. So Milwaukee with 9 hits in that one. Astros and Mets. This is going to be Bob Bruce and Jack Fisher. Quick play it. The Mets edge the Astros 3-2. Pardon me. Huck Taylor, Huck Taylor picking up a home run, his first for the New York Mets in a winning cause. Dodgers and Pirates. Claude Osteen versus Tommy Sisk. And the Pirates defeat the Dodgers 4-2. No homers in this game. Sisk with the win. Osteen takes the loss. Al McBean picks up the save for the Pittsburgh Pirates. They wrapped out 11 in that one. Also committed 3 errors, but held back a very strong 1965 Dodgers team. All right, we said we're going to save Yankees Angels. Anything else left? Yep. Reds and Cardinals. Sammy Ellis versus Ray Sadecki. Let's quick play it. And the St. Louis Cardinals all over Aaron Reed's Cincinnati Reds. 8-1. 12 hits for the Cardinals. Home run. Frank Robinson hit his second of the season for the Reds. And Bill White hit his second for the Cardinals, but 8, 12, and 1 for the St. Louis Cardinals. We'll finish today. No, we won't finish today. We're going to save that Yankees-Angels game. Let's go ahead and save it. So, pretty much that's it, guys, considering the 2 aborted starts and everything. So, first off, I got to thank Sean for his always excellent participation, and love the color that he adds and everything like that. And thank you guys for me putting up with having to get used to OBS again after 2 aborted attempts with StreamYard, which guess I'm going to have to just cancel. We only do like 4 chin wags a month, so I might just go back to the free version of StreamYard, and yeah, that's about it. So we're about ready to sign off here for Saturday night. We will, of course, be back with more baseball at a future time. So thank you, Sean, for coming in. To Aaron Reed, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, Chris Slovic. As always, D. Scott Howard, Nathaniel Advocate 88. I love doing that. John DFW, who's going to be starting some drive for the pennant tomorrow in Out of the Park 26. John DFW also, he was first in the ballpark all 3 times tonight. So thank you very much. All right, guys, until next time, we will see you round the batting cage.